Hey, so just wanted to do a quick video. So I actually recorded a bunch of videos throughout the week, just kind of going through everything day by day. All my videos and those files got corrupted somehow. So the only video I have is a video I made, when was it? I think Friday night. So that's the only one I have. So that's the one you're gonna see right after this. But anyway, just to get you up to date with everything, Monday I reactivated my funded account because I failed my first funded. I blew it in like the first day. So yeah, so that happened. So anyway, I reactivated it Monday. I was up 1,400. Then the next day I was up 54 or sorry 4,500, which I would have passed the funded, but with the funded you also have to have the consistency rule. So on the third day I needed to make a trade of $800 or more, and I made ended off with 7,300, 7,400. So anyway, past the funded, I just activated it. It's gonna go live tomorrow morning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you this video. One thing I will do as well is do a video. I'm gonna simulate taking 10 trades. That is kind of one of my rules for the week. I at most amount of trades that I'm gonna allow myself to get is 10,000 or 10 trades. Well, probably more so five, unless I see a big liquidity sweep or if there's any news in the market, stuff like that. But roughly, we'll do five trades just so to simulate the week, just so you guys can see. But I'm gonna let the Friday video roll out just so you guys can hear, because there was something that I did talk about. I think is kind of very important. I definitely wanted to share with y'all. And so after that, you guys will come back to me, and well, today's Sunday, so tomorrow Monday is gonna be when I start my actual funded. But we'll simulate those trades and do all that. So I will catch you guys here in a second. Hey guys, welcome back. It is currently 12:53 right now. I got home from work. I fell asleep, and just drove around for a bit. And it got me kind of thinking. My head right now isn't kind of in the right space. I feel like right now, as I'm coming up to my funded account or my activated funded account Monday, I feel like I'm running through all the motions. I've been vividly visioning everything that's going to come from this, from me dedicating my time and efforts into this. But at the same time, I'm also feeling like, fuck, dude, this shit's not going to work out. It's not going to go the way I want it. I am not one of those lucky motherfuckers. For you to kind of understand what I am kind of thinking right now. So, back my freshman year, I got two friends back from home that ended up passing away due to gun violence. And with that has always carried along with me. It's been 60 years now, and it's still something that fucking just bothers me day in day out. It's the whole point, because my one buddy, he was a soccer star. He was fucking amazing. I don't know how the different club levels work, but he was looking at joining these great clubs, to continue his path. I mean, fuck, dude, he could have been in the World Cup. He could have been doing crazy shit. He could have been the next Yamal Lamar, or wait, Yamal Lamar, Yamal. Oh no, Lamine Yamal. He could have been the next Lamine Yamal. And my other buddy, he was fucking smart. Smart as shit. Smart as fuck. He could have became a doctor, saved tons and tons of people. And to know that their life were taken when they had amazing opportunities, were naturally gifted, puts me in the spot where I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing with my time? What the fuck am I doing with my life? I am not amounting to anything. I am not amounting to anything. And I think that's why right now my motivation is so high. And it's like flip the switch in me. I just remember one day waking up and I just had this new sense of urgency. I was moving quicker. I was thinking better. I feel like my body, my mind was just flowing perfectly in rhythm. It's the best I've ever felt. But it's like that stuff is still bothering me. And I think that's going to be kind of one of my greatest challenges in my life, in my journey, and whatever, is that whole aspect. I always feel like I can do a lot more. And then at the other end, I also need to kind of understand that my life isn't as bad. I am way ahead of a lot of other people. I am 19 years old and I have my own apartment. I got a job. I'm making $140,000 a year. I have my own car that I make my own payments. Everything I have and that I own and that I've accomplished, I've always done it on my by myself. I'm 19. My Roth and my 401k are maxed out. I have $39,000 in the money market at the moment. And I'm stressing thinking, wow, I am not doing enough. But at the same time, it's like there's so much more I could be doing. So much more. We only have one life and I am just stuck trying to fucking figure it out. I don't want to be living my life like this day in and day out. And maybe I don't make it. Maybe I don't make it. But hopefully with you guys seeing this video, it motivates you to go ahead and try. Because to be honest with you, right now, the only difference between me and my goals is my effort. And I think that's also why my motivation is so high at the moment, is because that's how I've been thinking. It's like, it's not luck. It's not luck. People have grinded day in and day out, stayed up late, and got to where they're at because of all these sacrifices they made. And I'm thinking back to my past and the shit that I went through. And I'm like, I've always bounced back. I've always done it. I've always figured it out. I've always figured it out. Always. And so I think I needed to kind of say it out loud. There's not really a lot of people that I talk to anymore and stuff like that I go out and I'm like, hey man, can we talk about this or whatever. But I just wanted to kind of say it out loud. Maybe that would help me kind of overcome everything that's kind of, not everything, but kind of overcome the passing of my friends and always feeling like I'm never doing enough. To also kind of understanding that, not being egotistical, but like understanding where I am at right now is good, but I could be greater. And I just need to keep that motivation and my rhythm going. And so, anyway, that's just kind of all what I wanted to say. Okay, welcome back. Hope you guys kind of like that little thing that I kind of went into. Anyway, so what we're going to do is simulate 5 trades, like if we're talking about the trading week. And so I'll walk you through my process. I like to keep it as simple as possible, waiting for confirmation, using fair value gaps. So that's really my only indicators that I have at the moment is my fair value gaps. There's other indicators that I've tried to use before, but it's, to be honest with you, it is not that good. Don't rely on using these supposedly amazing indicators that's going to make you a profitable trader every time. I like to keep things very simple. I understand the way the market moves. I am not, by no means, I am a professional. I just want to show you guys my journey and show you that as long as you stay dedicated, put your time and effort, you can become a very profitable, and you can change your life from what it is. And so we'll hop into this trade right now. We are currently it is December 22nd that I'm looking at. We are about 10 minutes out from New York Market Open at 9:30. So we'll go ahead and skip into one. So we're 5 minutes out. What I like to do 5 minutes before is look at New York or London high, mark out London low, and then I will also mark out Asia low as well as Asia high. And then another thing too is I like to mark out the day before high, and it would be a massive jump if it was down there. So anyway, we'll mark that stuff out. As you can see, I have all this stuff. We will go to the day frame and see kind of how we're doing. So right now we are currently in a bullish area. What we are seeing right now is a kind of a resistance going on up here. So we might be looking to go back to the downside and taking advantage of this fair value gap here as a retest for price to possibly keep going up. So we will go ahead and go into the 5-minute time frame. We will go ahead and skip into the first 5 minutes of New York market, see what happens. So we get a short. So we are bullish. So what I'm going to kind of be looking for is a liquidity sweep to the downside, and then buy in and put it at this resistance level. So we'll see what happens here. So we're going down. Let's see what happens with the next one. So we're starting to lose momentum here. We did pass that fair value gap, but it did touch into that other fair value gap, which it might go down to respect. Okay, so this is where we are starting to get into the buy. So I will go ahead and trade, buy into 5 contracts of this. It's about $62 per tick. So boom, right there. So honestly, I wouldn't want to go anything further than this just because we are starting to go there. And the other thing too with doing it this way is you can't see the tick. So like I'm only going to be showing my profits of the end of the movement of the 5 minutes versus when I'm actually looking at the trade, taking it in there. So we will get out of this trade now. So we'll just take that move from there to there. I'm happy with the 1600. I will also show you guys the what we're up, what we're down, stuff like that. Then I will also average it out to see what it would look like in a week. So that's the first trade that we're looking at. Well, let's just see what happens to the market. Okay. So, oh, sorry, excuse me. So I would have probably wanted to sell closer to up here. Maybe I would have waited here, but I'm happy where I'm at. We're at that resistance. It's going to go back down. So this right here, if we wait, okay, it kept going down. Went back up. I wonder if we'll get a break of structure to the upside. But even also, I would hate to be stuck in the market like this where it's just kind of going the same. But we are starting to get or a high to a lower high to a lower high, and the same with the lows, to a lower low to a lower low and to another lower low. So see what happens here. We're going up to the buy side again, and we break. And so that might be another potential trade to take there as well, is to the upside. So I'm happy with that trade. $1,600, that's perfect. I want to be averaging roughly about $2,000. Honestly, realistically, at my stage, at where I'm at, I do have a $2,000 rule. Is once I get into the $2,000 range, to just get out of it, take my profit, and keep going. Don't worry about trying to make $10,000 in one day. Obviously, once I get my goal using this funded account is to save this money so I can use it in my own account, just so I don't have these limitations to the commission, as well as a limit if I do lose the funded. Just to give myself a little bit more breathing room, especially with take profits and stop losses and things like that as well. So what we'll do now is go, so that was our first trade. We will go into tomorrow's frame. We'll mark out London high. We'll mark London low. We're in that frame with there. That's pre-market high, and then, or day before high, and then I will mark out day low as well. So now that we got those stuff marked out, let's go ahead to the day frame, see how we're doing. So we are going to the top. There might be a possibility of a reversal going on here where it might not break this resistance group, but we will take a look to see exactly what happens within this 5-minute time frame, and then we'll pretty much go from there. So let's go ahead and go get into 5 minutes of New York market. We get a strong buy. Strong buy. Strong buy. Let's make sure we actually broke it. Let me see what happens here. Okay. Let's see if it retests. Okay, we're going back down. We have that strong fair value gap there. Okay, we're going up. We're slowing down there. Let's see what happens here. Retest there. Let's see. I wanted to break this resistance right there. That's what I'm saying. Let's get one more before. Okay, so what I'm going to look for here is a retest. I want to see a sold market for it to go down. We're starting to lose a little. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and buy. I probably should have bought it a little bit sooner because I feel like it's going to come bite me in the ass at some point. Let's see. Okay, so we're up, up, up. Not a lot of movement. We might get a strong sell here. So, all right, let's keep going because we are in the trade. We are bullish for the day. Okay. Okay, let's see if we get another big move. Okay. Okay. So what's probably going to happen here is a retest towards that new support level. Boom. Okay, now we are going to the buy side. Let's go. Let's keep going. Like I said, $2,000 rule. We'll get out the trade. Boom, right there. We're up $2,300 for this trade. Like I said, I like to be in them. One thing with this trade too is I also like to not be in the trades for that long. Usually about 12 o'clock. I try to not get anything past that. Honestly, 2 o'clock is fine because that's roughly about when the market kind of takes a break anyway. But I usually just try to get something into the morning, and we'll be good there. So yeah, so I could have seen with this fair value gap as a retest. I should have bought down here. I would have had a way better trade than waiting until up here. But like I said, I had this, I was London's high. So that's where I was kind of worried if I did buy down here that it would bounce back down. But for the day, we are bullish. So I probably should have taken the trade there, could have made a little bit more money and exited the trade a lot sooner as well. So that is a plus. I'm glad that ended up working out. So that is the second trade. We will go on to the third trade now. Okay, so I accidentally went into it, so that's perfectly fine. We still have New York market open here, or sorry, London high, London low. Then I also want to look at previous day high, and then that's a big range, but this is market. But what I do want to mark out is London's high, because that may be a support level there. So let's go to the day frame to see kind of where we're at. So we are bullish for the day. So what I would like to see is a liquidity sweep into the morning, price to bounce down to this line hopefully, or this line right here, and then we can take a buy to this resistance up here, or possibly that resistance from the pre-day. So we do get a pretty strong short. We do get a strong buy. So let's see if we break. We get down. So let's see if I have a better retest. We're starting to lose momentum a little bit. Okay. So we will go ahead and buy. I should have bought probably down here when I felt it a little bit better. So let's see what happens. Okay, we are bullish. We're starting to lose a bit of momentum. We're hitting towards that fair value gap. We get another buy side. Come on. Come on. Boom. $1,000. Come on, let's keep going. Market keeps wants to move. 1,500. 800. Boom. $2,600 for the day. We will take that trade. So yep, sounds good. That is pretty solid right there. So we're up $2,600. So we'll get out of that. And I think, how many trades have I taken? So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. I've only taken 3 trades. Okay, yeah, I've only taken 3 trades. So we'll go on to our fourth trade. All right, so now with our fourth trade, we will mark out London high, mark out London low. We will also mark out previous high, which is also Asia's high. And then lows all the way down there. But I will still mark it just in case I do see anything there, because we do have a couple bit of liquidity points down here. But let's look at the day frame real quick. So I see that we are currently bullish for the day. I do want to, so we are bullish for the day. Same day, even candlesticks about. So we might get a reversal here where it's going to either try to go to this fair value gap or this fair value gap down here, for the market to get a better, cheaper price for it to continue going up. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm going to be looking for a liquidity sweep either to the downside and for it to go up, or a strong reversal to the downside. So we'll get into the first 5 minutes. Oh, fuck, my cat. I didn't realize my cat was on my chair. So we get a strong buy. Let's see what happens. A very strong buy. What I want to see is a retest onto that resistance. Really strong buy. Let's see if we can get a retest so we can get a cheaper price. Okay. Let's go to the next Ooh. We might be getting that reversal. Unless they're trying. Okay. give me one more candlestick before I'm okay. So we're gonna take this to the buy side. We're gonna say we're bullish here after that sweep. Come on. Okay, we're going down. I think this is just gonna be a retest. Yep. Come on. There we go. Come on. Next. Ooh, that was a big drop. Ooh, fuck. All right, so I would be getting the fuck out of this trade. So we're negative $1,800 on this trade. But what I do think is going to happen, and this is why I also want to save up my money on my funded account, is it is going to either bounce off this support and keep going up, or it's going to be a strong reversal for the market. Okay, now we are on our final trade of the day. So earlier, like I said, I was waiting for that resistance. I was either thinking it was going to bounce back up or do a big change in the market. It didn't happen that day. It actually happened this morning with this big change in the market. So for the day, we are most likely going to be, we are bearish for the day. So what we'll do is mark out London high, mark out London low. And so if for the day, like I said, we are most likely going to be, we're going to be bearish. So what I want to see here is a liquidity sweep towards the downside, and a liquidity sweep towards the upside, and then for us to short the stock up there and for it to continue going down. So after we get that, so let's go ahead and see what market does. Strong buy again. Let's see if it's going to sweep it all the way. We're starting to get there. Let me see if we have okay. So I will go ahead and sell here. Price is probably going to go up just because of that fair value gap. Nope, it's not respecting the fair value gap. So we're going down, and then my take profit would be down there. So we're $2,000 there. And so I just want to see if it goes all the way there. So we have strong, but I guarantee that it's probably just going to be a retest. Ooh, fuck, maybe I guess, nope, it is going to be a retest. Yeah. So with that retest there, yeah. So I would already, like I said, with my $2,000 rule, once I saw price go up to $2,000, I would have gone out of it. I just want to see if it's going to go all the way down. I am seeing a lot of retest there. I just want to see it touch there, just so mentally I know that it did perfect right there, that candlestick. So waiting for that would have been $2,500, but like I said, I probably would have taken out my money at $2,000. So we will count this one as a $2,000 win instead of the $2,500, just because, like I said, I would have already gotten out of the trade. So we'll take that for the $25 or for the $2,000. So yeah, I mean, that was a simulation of the week. To me, we had one losing day of $1,800. The rest of the days were profitable. So I will show you guys my average between the 5 different trades. I'll also, guys, let you know the rules and kind of what I've understood from looking at this when I go to edit it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this is going to be a pretty fun series for you guys to tag along and kind of see my thought process behind this as like a beginner into day trading. I've seen day trading change a lot of people's lives, and honestly, if I can lock in and make hella money out of this, then my goals of where I want to be in life will be hit. And so yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Also, Happy New Year's. That's also, I did end up making a Happy New Year's video just because when I was doing my funded, it was like the 30th. But yeah, Happy New Year's, guys. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or any tips for me on what I should research on, leave them in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys do enjoy the video, please hit the follow button, like, share it with a friend or something. But I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys next time.